Hi, I'm Diane Dayton, and welcome to Real Senior Moments, featuring seniors and their real moments. With us right now, we have the Ms. PA Senior America for 2013, Vicki Rogers.
Hi, Diane.
Thanks for being with us, Vicki.
I'm so glad to be here.
You've got your crown, you've got your sash, and when did you actually win?
That was last July at the Dutch Apple in Lancaster.
Okay.
At a pageant, it was.
Tell me about this pageant. I don't really know that much about it.
The Senior America program, it was founded 40 years ago by a minister who was searching for his ministry. He had just graduated from divinity school. He went on a crisis phone line, and he was getting calls from older women who had lost their purpose. So this was started to show that older women, we are vital, we're alive, we have valuable things to contribute to society.
So what constitutes a senior for this pageant?
You have to be 60 years old,
Okay.
a resident of your state, and have a talent.
Okay.
But it can be a made-up talent. The next coming pageant is in August 4th at the Dutch Apple again. So it's close in Lancaster. And that's one of the reasons I entered this year, is because it was so close.
Mm-hmm.
And the mission statement, the Senior America program, it is wonderful, and I'm glad that you're focusing on seniors, and this just goes right along with what I'm doing. I'll read the Senior America mission statement. It is the philosophy of Senior America that it is based upon the belief that seniors are the foundation of America, and we are growing in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And they're America's most valuable treasure. It is upon their knowledge, experience, and resources that the younger generation has the opportunity to build a society.
Yeah.
Now, this is different than a lot of the attitudes or thoughts of what people have had in the past towards seniors.
Mm-hmm.
We in the Senior America program, we say that we're an example to younger people and an inspiration to older people.
Yes.
60 is the new 40. The Senior America program, they also call this the age of elegance.
Ah, okay.
We have learned things. Now, I'll also read the purpose of the Senior America program. It is to develop, foster, and promote programs and activities that dispel the myths of aging by enhancing the lives of senior Americans by providing them the opportunities to grow mentally, physically, and spiritually, and drawing on their experiences from the past,
Wow.
their knowledge of the present, and their continuing enthusiasm for the future.
Wow, I think that's great. And that's what we really want to do on this show, too, because it's real senior moments, real seniors with the real moments in your life. And this was really an important time for you. You got to perform. Tell us about that in the pageant.
You have to have a talent. My talent has been singing. I've been singing since I was a little girl. And so that's the main reason I entered the pageant, because I have a talent. And I've always sung my whole life. Once when I was little, I was sick. And my mother said if only Vicki would sing, she'd know I was better.
Oh, okay.
Singing is a part of me. And just a few days before the pageant, my CD was released. At the age of 62, my first CD is released. And that is one of my messages as Ms. Senior Pennsylvania. At 62, my life is just starting.
Yeah.
Your life is not over at 60. 60 is the new 40. Now, the image, a lot of people, their image of seniors is different than that. When we were kids, how did we look at 60-year-olds?
Right.
We're different. We're not sitting on the porch anymore rocking. And one of the things in the Senior America program, the women who are in it have the volunteer work that they do is enormous.
Mm-hmm.
We contribute to our neighborhoods, to our communities.
Yeah, and to society as a whole.
We do.
Seniors are very active now, very active. Tell me about your CD and how this came about, the title of it, and what's on this?
Okay. I do inspirational songs. This is an inspirational CD. And I was going to a Catholic sister for spiritual mentoring. And she's the one who encouraged me to do the CD.
Okay.
And so it's songs from my childhood that I grew up with in church. Two of the songs, though, are original from a friend of mine from Lancaster, who he is also a senior. He wrote two of the songs that I have on the CD. And I did one of them, The Rose of Sharon, at the pageant.
Okay, and that was the song you performed.
It's a beautiful
there.
love song.
Mm-hmm. Well, I recognized a lot of the songs, the old hymns from growing up in church, and I thought your voice was beautiful on this. I thought you did a really good job.
I love music. It's I can't it can't be separated from me. It's just a part of me.
So who was playing instrumentalists? Who did you have with this?
I had a couple of friends with me, and also the writer of those two original songs.
Okay.
Can I say their names?
Yes, of course you can.
I had friends of mine. John Hamilton, who's with the Lancaster Orchestra, the violinist. Margaret Marsh, a keyboard player. She's plays organ also. She has 5 daughters who've been active in music. And then Brian Davis. He's another Lancaster boy. He wrote the 2 original songs.
Okay.
He's a great composer of love. Love music, love songs are his forte.
So where can we get this CD?
I have a website, but I can give you my email address and phone number.
Okay, and we can put that on the screen too. Okay,
that
we'll put that so we can find you there as well.
Good.
Some of the other talents that were in the pageant were what, Vicki?
There was an organ player, there was an accordion player, and she had not played the accordion for years. So you can enter the pageant. You don't think that you have to be a professional or perfect. It's fun. Come in, you can enter the pageant and just have fun. At over 60. That's what we do. We're alive. You can get out that baton that you have not used since you were a teenager. You can get out that instrument you haven't played for 30 years. Somebody had written a skit. There are dancers.
It's a night of entertainment, right?
It is. Because then we do go out then and entertain, use your talent that you had at different places and do your talent.
Okay. So what are your responsibilities for this year that you're reigning?
I travel the state promoting the Miss Senior America program.
And where do you do that? What venues?
I have been in a number of parades.
Oh, okay.
I have been at a pink ribbon fundraiser out towards Pittsburgh. Upcoming is the Lancaster Winter Senior Games. That's at the Lanco Fieldhouse, and people can still enter. So that's for seniors. I'll be there singing the national anthem. I have an opportunity to sing the national anthem at the Hershey Bears.
Oh, great.
So, and I am going all over the state promoting it. I was at the farm show. I have judged a beauty talent contest.
This has got to be fun for you, isn't it?
This, at 62, what is happening in my life, I could never have imagined.
And it's all good, isn't it?
It's just wonderful. I am having the time of my life.
And isn't it perspective when you get down to it, Vicki? And that's what this is really about, too. It's how we choose to live our life, right?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I can read my philosophy of life. For the pageant, you have to have, there are 4 components to the pageant, and I want people to enter. There's 4 components. There's your talent. There's your private interview with the judges, which can be nervy. And I prepared well for that. Prepare well for the judges' interview, the private interview, when they ask you questions. And one of the also components is the philosophy of life, which you have to write. So this will answer your question.
All right.
What you have learned over the years, your philosophy of life. Through a lifetime of living, loving, caring, and sharing, I have learned to persevere through trouble. In the midst of my problems, I have found that no loving or caring act is too small. Despite many setbacks over the years, I have discovered hope, healing, and wholeness in my life. And now my purpose is to pay it forward and offer hope, healing, and wholeness to those around me. Hope, healing, wholeness. How can I help you?
Wow. Wow, and you are doing that so well.
And that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
To me, the Senior America program was started as a ministry, and I feel that that's why I'm in this, to continue in this ministry.
Okay, we're going to take a brief pause. When we come back, we're going to talk about more real senior moments. Stay with us.
LCTV 66 is your community channel, and your donations keep us on the air and help to produce more local programs. Send your tax-deductible donation of $500, $100, or more to the address on the screen. Or think of it this way: for the price of a couple of movie tickets, you can help support your community channel. Send what you can and be a part of all that is good about Lancaster County. Thank you for your tax-deductible donation to LCTV 66, Lancaster's Connection.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mara Sultan, and I am with the Pennsylvania Dutch Convention and Visitors Bureau. I am here today to talk about Channel 66, LCTV, and explain to you the value of this fantastic community program. I urge you to support this station, whether it be through volunteerism or financially. This channel has brought immense pleasure to our county, lifting up our local happenings. Please enjoy the value of Channel 66.
Welcome back to Real Senior Moments. We're with Vicki Rogers, and she's the Miss PA Senior America for 2013. Yes. We've been talking about that wonderful experience and what that's done for you. When you're out on the road representing Pennsylvania and you're meeting other seniors, I bet you the reception is really well. You're giving them a lot of excitement, a lot of hope, and spreading a good message.
They love it. They love having a representative of them. And it is the majority of the population now, the baby boomers.
Mm-hmm. And what we're talking about with this particular pageant, you have to be 60 and above, right?
That's right.
Is there a cutoff? Or
no, there's not.
Okay.
There's a national competition. Then there were 34 in the national competition. One of the contestants was in her 90s, and she was in the top 10.
Wow.
She was a retired from the Army.
Mm. What was her talent? Do you recall?
She did a reading. She had been an actress, but the women across the state are amazing.
Yeah. And you going out there and meeting them one-on-one, I'm sure is inspiring to everyone, to them as well as you, right?
It is. They love it. They do.
What about the man in your life?
Oh, since this pageant, I have signed up with a modeling agency. At 62, I am becoming a model.
Uh-huh.
And talking about older people being vital and vibrant, to become a model at 62. Mm-hmm. So my fiance at 75 has also signed up with a modeling agency. At 75, your life is not over. You're not ready for the rocking chair on the porch.
Not unless you've had a really full day and you're just taking a break at the end, right? I think, too, with seniors, you have such a wealth of experiences to draw from, and that is so key.
That is with the philosophy and mission statement of the Senior America program.
Yeah. And you also are a part of the Lancaster Hiking Club, right?
I am.
Tell me about that.
We go out on hikes a couple of times a week, and the average is about 5 miles. And that is a lot of older people, too, people who've been in it for years. Lancaster's a great area. There's a lot of things to do.
Mm-hmm. And that's why when talking about real senior moments and real seniors doing these things, being a part of this hiking club is good for you in a lot of different ways, physically, mentally, as well.
It is.
Right?
It is.
And you also work as a registered nurse, correct?
I am a nurse.
Where's that? Tell us about that.
I am in the behavioral health care field. I'm a psychiatric nurse right now.
Okay, and how long have you been doing that?
I've been in psych nursing for 5 years, but I've been in nursing 40 years.
Wow.
And most of my time had been in nursing homes.
Okay.
And I still go back there and perform and see the people.
What's it like when you perform for them?
They're very receptive and appreciative. And my singing, it's a comfort and a soothing. You heard my CD. It is a soothing voice that it really ministers to people.
Mm-hmm. When we talk about real senior moments, we're talking about living each day to the fullest, too, right?
Yes, definitely.
What's a typical day for you, if there is such a thing?
Well, I work, and I also I put a lot of hours into the Ms. Pennsylvania Senior America program. Calls, emails, contacting to make appearances, doing all the work that I need to do to fulfill my role, and I love it.
What do you see in the future? What other goals do you have? What's in the back of your mind? Is there anything?
Well, this is just an open door. Being in the Senior America program is just an open door to other things. When my year is ended, it's not going to end. I'm putting things into play, such as modeling, which will still continue afterwards. And this is just one step to the next step after this. And a big part of that is my music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting out more, singing more. I'm going to be interviewed by a satellite network station at Pittsburgh that's coming up, and that is going to open all kinds of doors. This is opening doors that I could not have imagined. And a beauty pageant, this is not me. I have never wanted to enter a beauty pageant. I've never even done my hair and makeup. Learning my hair and makeup this last 6 months, this is all new to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I had felt that God led me into it, and it was to do those other things to push me forward.
Mm-hmm.
And it's never too late to learn. It's never too late to do something. As a senior, you're never too old.
Don't put off those dreams that you've had.
That is the song I sang in Atlantic City, the national competition, was I Dreamed a Dream.
Wow.
And that is going to be, I'm working on a speech, and it's going to be about my dreams. There's a group I'm going to be talking at, and that's what I'm going to talk about, your dreams. You're never too old to go for your dream. Don't stop because at 60 you've tried your whole life and you haven't done it. Go after your dream.
And I think at this point, too, you are more comfortable in your skin. And it doesn't matter as much that whole peer pressure, right? You know yourself. Just go for it. Get it out there. What do you have to lose, right?
Well, that's what I have thought. I had read the philosophy and the purpose to the audience so that you know that over the years we have learned things. But that's one of the things that I have thought of too. I've paid my dues, you've paid your dues, you've learned a lot, and you can just go for it.
That's right. Tell me when you went for it and you did your CD. Talk about the title and how all this came about, the title.
Oh, I was just wondering what to name it, and I took it from one of Brian Davis's songs. And in the song there's a phrase, time with my friend.
Yes.
So that's what I named it. I named it Time with My Friend.
Okay.
It's a nice meditative, the whole album is meditative and just nice, relaxing to like sit back with a cup of tea and have a nice little quiet time.
Yes. And that CD does that very well. I also
I'm
enjoyed.
glad you enjoyed it.
I also enjoyed putting it on in the car and driving
good.
around too, so that was good too.
Good.
Let's give some information about the 2014 pageant and showcase that's coming up. Once again, this is the Ms. Pennsylvania Senior America, and it's going to be Monday, August 4th. And once again, it's at the Dutch Apple Dinner Theater. Tell us about the process with that. So in case if there's a woman there,
Okay.
60 and above, who's
Yes.
thinking about it.
Well, I would like people to enter. We have a website, the Ms. Senior Pennsylvania website. They can go on there and get applications on there.
Okay. What about sponsorships? I guess we can also find out about that on the website
You don't need
as
a
well.
sponsor. I did
Okay.
not have a sponsor.
Right, but sponsorships, let's say there's a business watching and they would like to be a part of it. They could do that
you
too,
can
correct?
See the contact information on the website.
And it is a nonprofit organization, and
It
I like
is.
what this says too. It says, dedicated to enhancing and empowering women who have reached the age of elegance. Isn't that good? That's great. And you are very elegant with your presence and with your demeanor. And
You are. I enjoy you as a person.
Well, thank you. Well, I think there's a lot to be said for what you're doing. You're a senior, you're a real senior, and you're having some real senior moments. You have recorded an album at 62. You've started a modeling career. You are a registered nurse. You're a part of the hiking club. I mean, it almost feels like you have it all. And you've got this new man in your life, your fiance. I think that's great.
Life is wonderful.
It is wonderful.
At 62.
Yeah. So if we were to pull this all together and give me some closing thoughts that you would want to share with all of us, what would you say, Vicki?
I would say to keep going. In my philosophy of life, I have said about the many setbacks over the years and how you persevere. Keep going, keep after it. And when you do one thing, then just do the next step.
Yeah. Just keep on keeping on, right? And don't be afraid to do it, because really, as we said before, what do you have to lose? But much to gain.
Oh, there's the whole world to gain.
It is the whole world to gain.
There's so much in the world to go after.
Yeah, take what you've learned and just build on that. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Have a wonderful reign, and good luck with everything that you're doing with modeling, and also with what's coming up in August when we have the next
That's great.
pageant. I'd like to say thank you for joining us. I'm Diane Dayton, and we are keeping it real with Real Senior Moments.